Hi, everyone, and welcome to another great car here on the Car Reviews podcast with CollectorCarCanada.ca. Today we have a sub 88,000 kilometer 1989 black Toyota Supra Turbo 5-speed transmission. I undersold it as black. It's black ruby pearl over a gray leather interior. Let's have a look. So that's a quick look at the 88K kilometer 1989 Toyota Supra Turbo. We're going to have a closer look at in this video. It's lot 286 on CollectorCarCanada.ca. It's got the turbocharged, intercooled 3-liter straight 6 24 valve engine. It's got a 5-speed manual transmission, sending the power to the rear wheels, and again, it's finished in black ruby pearl. No winters on this one, always climate controlled storage, great looking underside. Take a look at the detailed listing. Again, it's lot 286. Original paint, nice clean Carfax on that same 286 detailed listing, and under 88,000 kilometers. Here we go with a startup video now. All right, so moving on to a look at the exterior of the 88,000 kilometer 1989 Toyota Supra Turbo 5-speed manual. Again, the name of the paint color is black ruby pearl, and owner posits that that's the original paint. We've got a clean Carfax on the detailed listing. Again, it's lot 286, and we even have some paint meter readings for the car. I say some, but there's quite a proliferation of them. Approximately 15 photos with paint meters, with a paint meter reading in the various sections of the exterior of the car, all showing readings around what you'd expect from factory paint. Car's got a sport roof, removable Targa roof, which stows into some dedicated receptacles in the hatch, so that it doesn't bounce around when they're stored into those receptacles. It's a smart little system. So there are some pictures with the top off. It really does provide a sporty look. Of course, one thing you'd expect from a Sportster of the 80s or 90s is the pop-up headlights. The pop-up headlights function as designed, and they provide another sporty look for the car. As well as the pop-up lights, there's a set of fog lights up front and standard, separate control for those, and the instrumentation on the dashboard. Original wheels, original 16-inch wheels with a square setup on the car. Take a close look at the detailed listing. You'll find some close-ups of the wheels and tires. The tires are a set of Goodyear Eagle Sports. Owner estimates they've rolled about 11,000 kilometers with the car. So low mileage on the tires. And a good look at the lights yields no imperfections. We didn't notice any imperfections inspecting the car. Same with the emblems. There's a Toyota Supra emblem just forward of the hood, and then a Toyota badge in the slit of a grille up front, and then Toyota Supra and Turbo emblems below the tail lights on the rear side. That rear spoiler is a sharp look. It opens up so that air flows underneath it. And there's an integrated third brake light in the rear spoiler. Black color-coded sport mirrors, a rear wiper, and the rub strip along the side of the car. Keen observers will note that that's a gray color, and that's the original color of the strip. It was never black. It's not a faded black. It came out of the factory as gray, so it provides a tiny bit of contrast against the black ruby pearl paint. A couple of neat upgrades on the car in terms of performance. and yet very subtle. There's an HKS exhaust system, and the muffler and exits themselves have been designed to mimic the OEM Toyota muffler. So it's got a really understated presence. You basically can't tell that it's been changed out because, as I say, the look has been made to imitate the factory item. There's also a suspension upgrade. Take a look at the detailed listing for that. Power antenna in place. And I think that'll about conclude our tour of the exterior. Next up, we'll move on to the interior. Continuing on as we move into the interior of the 1989 Toyota Supra Turbo 5-speed manual with under 88,000 kilometers. A gray interior with leather upholstery, full power group, so power mirrors, power locks, power windows, and the like. We've got a look at one of the door hinges, just as clean as you'd expect for a non-winter driven climate control storage car. And there is a tiny bit of creasing in the driver's seat, but nothing we don't think warranting replacement of the upholstery. Shows nice, even expected wear for a 88,000 kilometer car. The driver's seat has power functionality, as well as a manual control for recline. On the passenger side, it's a manual function to adjust the seat. The door cards are a smart match for the leather upholstery on the seats, and the courtesy lights on the sides, the bottom corner of the door cards, are functional. And moving on towards the instrumentation and the dash, there's a 3-spoke steering wheel with the Supra emblem emblazoned on the center of it. Instrumentation, all business, typical Toyota for the period, a 260 kilometer an hour speedometer, an 8,000 RPM tachometer with a 6,500 red line. And at the base of the tachometer, you can see a light to indicate when the cruise control is engaged. And there are a couple of warning lights at the base of the speedometer as well. Over on the left side of the tach, there's a coolant temperature gauge, and the fuel gauge is to the right of the speedometer. Then farther to the right, sort of above the center stack and some center mounted vents, there are a couple of other important gauges. There's an oil pressure gauge, and importantly, being that this is the turbocharged version of the Supra, quite a step up from the base model, there's a boost gauge there as well to indicate to the driver the boost that's being used in the turbo. Again, the car was factory rated at 232 horsepower, and the number for pound-feet of torque is just above that, 240 if memory serves, but please do take a look at our detailed listing for the details on that. Moving down the center stack, there's a programmable climate control system, AC blowing cold, and below it is the original Toyota OEM AM/FM cassette player. 5-speed manual gear selector just below that, leather wrapped shift knob, and the emergency brake matches the shifter and the seat upholstery nicely. In the center console, there is a lumbar control, power lumbar control for the driver's seat, and that's where the power mirror functions are housed as well. In the center console, there's some storage and a couple of early cup holders. Back seats look hardly used, and back in the hatch, there's a cargo cover to be discreet about what you're carrying around. The hatch itself is also quite clean. We've got photos of it on the detailed listing, both with and without the sport roof inside. And there's also the original tire change kit in a smart Toyota attaché. Another tool that's included is the tool required to remove and reinstall that sport roof. It's not a very big process at all, but that dedicated tool is a necessity when doing it. So that's a good look at our 88k kilometer 1989 Toyota Supra 5-speed manual. Here it comes. So there's a good look at our 88K kilometer 1989 Toyota Supra Turbo with 5-speed manual. Do take a look at our detailed listing. Again, it's lot 286 on CollectorCarCanada.ca. Lots of photos of the underside of the car there as well. Documentation, both original documents and service records from over the years, and a photo of some original extras, spare parts that are included with the car. Again, rated 232 horsepower coming out of the factory from the 3-liter inline 6 with 24 valves, twin cam, and an intercooler. The car is in Calgary, Alberta. And again, it's got the 5-speed manual with black ruby pearl paint over gray leather. Couple of aftermarket pieces. There's a Megan Racing coilover suspension, ARP head studs, a custom downpipe, and HKS exhaust system that's really made to mimic the original Toyota items. So your friends won't know you've changed the exhaust. There is a clean Carfax report on the car, so original paint, always climate controlled, stored, and never winter driven. And of course, there's that removable sport roof panel, which is a lot of fun. So again, a 1989 Toyota Supra Turbo, 5-speed manual with under 88,000 kilometers. That's going to do it for this video. Going to thank you for watching, and we're going to move on to the next car.